Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Christmas is so stinking close. It's going to be here before we know it. So today I'm sharing a curated gift guide for women who love fitness, self-care, and holistic wellness. Everything that I mentioned today will be linked down below. Some of them are affiliate links, some of them are not. Things I either personally love or secretly wish I had and are on my personal Christmas list. And in case you are new here, my name is Ashton. I am an FMG Pro Fitness model, an online holistic performance coach, and I help women build sustainable fitness and wellness routines without overwhelm. I took the time to actually categorize each of these items. So if there's something specific you're looking for within a certain category, I will be sure to leave chapters down below and you can just go ahead and click through them. Make it super easy for yourself. Without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, our first category is nutrition, and I love all things nutrition. So to start, I figured I'd tell you my two go-to supplements that do not bother my GI system because my GI is very sensitive. They're very clean and I just love them. So number one is this collagen. I love to put it in my peanut butter powder mixtures and my coffee and matcha. It's great. And then the second one is OWYN. It stands for only what you need, and they're serious because it's very clean and there's also active probiotics and digestive enzymes, which is freaking awesome. Without being too detailed into somebody's health history, those are definitely two that I recommend. Something else that I think is very unique and that I don't think many people would ever think about is a box of groceries. I don't know about you, but I would love to be sent something so practical that I know that I would use. And obviously, there's a lot of thought put into groceries that you picked out. I feel like having a box of groceries from somewhere like Thrive Market would be so cool and honestly so fun as a sender to put together. And I just think that's so underrated. Next up is something that I wish I've had for years now, and I discovered while I was prepping for my last show. It's a Wolfpack meal prep backpack. Oh my gosh. Even though I'm not in prep right now, I still think it would be so beneficial to use, especially if I was somebody who didn't work from home and had to go to the office. Having this would just make life so effortless. I mean, obviously, you have to have some effort put into there, but it would make it so easy to stick to your meal timing and hit your goals. Like, I think this is just such a good idea for anyone. Definitely check that out. I know there's a bunch of different sizes and patterns, and they're just really freaking cool. Two more things under the nutrition category, which one of them, I mean, honestly, I'm not sure if either of these really fit in this category, but I'm going to throw them out there anyway because honestly, they just popped in my brain and they're part of me at this point. So I recently got a Nespresso, and this is something that I put off for years and I don't really know why. I love it. Like, I've had an espresso maker in the past and it actually ended up malfunctioning right after the warranty expired. And I learned my lesson to not get a cheap espresso maker. If I'm going to get a good espresso maker eventually, it's going to be probably the Ninja espresso maker or a Breville. But I got an espresso because it's only $100 and it's so easy. Like, it does all the work for you. It's great. Highly recommend. And it's really fun to pick out the pods. Of course, it takes some time to figure out which pods you want. And I do have to point out that they have a very strategic business strategy and they are making bank with it. But once again, it's fun and it's a lot cheaper than going out and buying a coffee. Okay. Balance. Okay. The last thing under this category that I want to mention, because I truly do not think I would be Ashton Mabe without this in my life, and I've gone through two, is this air fryer. Okay. It is not only an air fryer, it is also an oven and a dehydrator, which is so cool. Being someone who doesn't cook for a family of four or something, usually it's just for myself or me and my husband. I don't want to turn the whole oven on, the big oven, and wait for it to preheat. Just use all that energy. No, this is so much quicker. It just makes so much more sense. I love the dehydrator part of it because I love to make homemade dog treats and I also like to make everything from scratch. So I make like my own flowers and whatnot as well. It's really cool. It's a 3-in-1. It's a steal. It's not that expensive. Highly recommend. Our second category is recovery, and I am all about recovery. That is a huge aspect in my coaching. 3 things that I could not live without is my foam roller. Hold on, let me grab my foam roller. Give me a second. All right, I'm coming in with all the goodies over here. So this is my foam roller. She is old. Foam rollers, you only need to buy once and they're like fine for the rest of your life, you know? I highly recommend getting a foam roller if you don't have one because you should be foam rolling before and after your workouts. I see you. I know you're skipping out. Okay, next is this massage gun. So my husband and I have been through 2 massage guns. I don't know what the brand of the first one is that he got, but I think it was one of those like bigger brands and it just died before for even a year and it just stopped working. And this one I've had since 2023 and she's still hanging in there. And it comes with a bunch of different heads. You can charge it on the bottom, you flip it on, turn the power up. It goes all the way up to 20 and then it shows you the battery charge as well. I love her. She's my lazy girl recovery. And when I am just sitting on the couch, maybe watching TV and feeling like I need to be doing something because I feel like I have to be productive all the time, I'll just lay there and I will watch TV and I will gun it up. The third thing is a lacrosse ball. She hurts in the best way. And I know this is a weird gift. Honestly, this would be such a cool stocking stuffer. Like imagine somebody pulling out a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball. Like I prefer a lacrosse ball over a tennis ball, but any sort of hard ball, okay? I just picture somebody pulling this out of their stocking being like, what the heck? I don't play lacrosse. Seriously? You sit on her, you stand on her, you lay on her, she's happy. You might not be, but you know what I mean? It feels good in the best way. All right, our next category is mental health because this is where everything else stems from. And if you don't have a good mental health, then nothing else is going to be healthy. So first thing is a journal. I am that person who I kind of hate journaling, but love it at the same time. Like it's one of those things that I have to be very disciplined in because I always feel better once I do. And if I'm very intentional with it, it really does set me up and not just my day, but honestly, like say my year. If I am journaling about my year's goal and how I'm going to get there, it really does help you identify what you need to change in your life to help you get toward your goals and also just helps you vent. It's a paper therapist. So just get your thoughts out. It will help you memorize things, prioritize things, understand your feelings and emotions better. And a second thing that I recommend having is some sort of devotional. This is just so helpful in like setting your intentions for the day and diving deeper into understanding the word of God and making it easier versus just like flipping your Bible open and say reading a chapter and having no idea what you're reading. A devotional will really help you apply that, break it down, and make it easier to understand in relation to your life. Our next category is fitness. First thing that I want to mention is a yoga mat, specifically this one that I recently bought. It's really cheap, and that's why I got it because yoga mats are hecka expensive, okay? And this one is cheap, but it feels very good. I don't need much, okay? I just needed a soft surface so that I could lay it on my hardwood floor and not have my bony knees scream at me. She's easy to carry. Okay, this is something that I don't have yet, but it's literally sitting in my Amazon cart and I think it's great, is this Pilates bundle. I am not somebody who has been into Pilates before like this past year. I think it's very important as an athlete to have different ways of training. I'm still going to the gym, but I do love doing Pilates at home as well. And then working on stability and having cardio days or adding cardio to my workouts, as well as core specific, focusing on mobility. Like you need to be a well-rounded athlete. And so having something like this, I think is very beneficial. Having maybe 2 days of Pilates would be pretty great. Like that's not something that I've implemented yet, but I do it when I feel like I can. So I'm getting there. But I do think this is so freaking cool and a great stepping stone into getting into fitness, especially if you're not even there yet and you're uncomfortable with going to the gym. Doing things like this at home, great. You got it, girl. You got it. Okay. I can't carry this in this room, but this is something that I absolutely love. And it is my walking pad. It folds up, it rolls, it has an incline if I want it to. It doesn't take up a lot of space. If I'm once again feeling lazy, like I want to watch TV, but I can't sit still, I'll walk and I'll watch TV. Highly recommend, easy to hide. You should get one. Okay, our last category is lifestyle/slash self-care. So this is something I've had for a few years now, and it is a weighted blanket. Okay, and this is especially awesome in the winter. It's cold lately, so she is my bestie. You can get a weighted blanket at different sizes and weights, which is super cool. And from my understanding, depending on what your weight is, does matter because obviously you don't want a really heavy blanket on your really tiny body if you're petite, you know, like that's not good. But it just kind of cocoons you and makes you feel safe. It keeps you warm, but also cool at the same time. I think mine specifically has like that cooling texture or whatever. It also keeps me still. Like I said, I have a hard time sitting still. So it will just kind of like hold me there and make me not want to move because it's kind of a pain in the butt to move. If you don't already have one, you should get one. This makes a super awesome gift because who doesn't like a blanket? And we can only have so many throw blankets, okay? Now I'm lying. You can't have too many. These next few things are things that I don't have yet. They're on my wish list. I'm trying to talk myself into buying them. The first thing is a red light mask. Now I do have a red light that wraps around my stomach, or like I can use as on my back. I mean, I can wrap it anywhere. I wrap it on my stomach. But anyways, I really want a red light mask because it's great for your sleep and your brain. Red light's just really freaking awesome. And if you're not familiar with red light therapy or how it works, do your research. That's not what this video is about, but I definitely want to invest in a high quality red light mask because that is something you want to look for is quality. Because if you buy one that isn't actually doing what it is marketed that it's doing, then you're wasting your money. Next up is Caraway, specifically their food storage. I mean, I would love to have their pots and pans as well, but I really would love to have some non-toxic food storage containers. I do have the glass ones, but even when you buy the glass ones at the stores, they still have the plastic lid. This is just something that's become very important to me in the past few years, dealing with a lot of hormonal chaos and just healing from chronic illness. Like every little thing that you can do matters and it all piles up. So right now I am only using cast iron. Like I only cook in cast iron or stainless steel now. Having the whole Caraway setup would be so freaking awesome and worth the investment. That is definitely something you should have on your Christmas list. It's time to throw out the old, in with the new. Okay, something else is the comfort sets. I love loungewear, if you haven't noticed, and having like a matching sweatshirt and sweatpants is so the vibe. Like I remember I used to be so embarrassed to wear like a matching set because it just wasn't in yet, but the matching sets are definitely in now. I've heard great things from the Comfort brand and they're not that expensive. And I know right now they are running a sale. So I have literally kept the tab open in my phone. I'm like, okay, am I going to do it today? No, not today. We'll see eventually. It's one of those things. I'm horrible at buying myself things. Okay, and the last thing that I have wanted for years is Cozy Earth sheets and pajamas. I am obsessed with like the modal fabric. I've learned that the quality of sheets and towels, it matters. This is one of those things that I am so like zoned in. I'm going to get these things one day, the sheets and the towels. I haven't replaced like any of our sheets or our towels because I know that I would rather invest in the high quality things that we can keep for years and years versus buying crap again and again and again. Highly recommend having those on your Christmas list too. I hope that was helpful. Maybe you want to send this to your boo thing or your mom and be like, hey, in case you're wondering what I might need or want for Christmas, here are some practical ideas. Send this to her or him right now. Do it. And I'm curious, comment down below, what is something that you recommend somebody get somebody for Christmas? Maybe it's a certain book. We love books here. Maybe it's something you have in your gym bag 24/7. Maybe it's your favorite thing in your pantry. What is that? What is my favorite thing in my pantry right now? That is such a good question. Also, if you are somebody who wants help building your wellness routine and find something that actually works for you and is not just cookie cutter, have somebody in your corner keeping you in check, holding you accountable, and giving you structure that is actually science backed and strategic for you and your life and your goals, be sure to check the link down below. I will link my one-on-one coaching application and I seriously would love to work with you. Let's start 2026 off on a high note, get that ball rolling and keep it going. And look, if you start in January, think about where you could be by the time summer hits. You will be feeling your best and confident and just thriving. Oh my gosh, I'm suddenly all excited for summer. And that's so far away, but is it really? It's really not. Honestly, a year is such a short period of time. Okay, I'm getting so sidetracked. Anyways, be sure to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. I don't normally do Christmas lists. This is kind of like a once a year type of thing. But if you love videos that are related to a holistic, healthy lifestyle, then stick around because I'm actually going to be here a lot more often. Be sure to check out this video here because both me and YouTube think you would love it, and I will see you there. Bye.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray